Hey everyone, Pesmore here, and welcome to Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. You arrive at the old abandoned house. Upon looking at the home that you left behind, you're struck with a flood of memories. Dang, maybe Intel was the one slowing my system down. I don't remember it running this good. Those memories were once happy, but now they only fill you with grief. Tyrion? Are you okay? Yeah, let's look around. You wipe your eyes and begin looking around the house. It's the rain, Celeste, it's the rain. Suddenly, you hear the sound of glass breaking. And so will their skulls. You rush to look at the source and see two young teenagers throwing rocks at the side of the house. The shattered remains of a window are lying on the ground. Ha! Nice shot, Gavin. It really is my Intel GPU slowing my thing down. I don't remember it running this smooth. Okay. Screw Intel. Not good for gaming, man. One of the teens, apparently named Gavin, notices you approaching. This is a teen? This is a teen. No, it's not. No! When I was a teen, I didn't have this. We got company, White. Huh? You stare blankly at the broken glass lying on the ground. You're at a loss for words. You feel like you should respond, but nothing comes out of your mouth. You suddenly find yourself quickly approaching the two teens. Huh? What the hell do you want? Oh, what the hell? Before you even realize what you're doing, you threw a punch straight at Gavin's face. Tyrion, you graduated from pussy to man. At least I think you did. I would have done the same thing, honestly. Now throw a few more, please. Your eyes are slowly tearing up. You can only see red. You grab Gavin by the collar and pull his face close to yours. Get the hell away from my house! Tyrion? Oh, you wanna go? Huh, if you came looking for trouble, you sure found it. Okay, let's all calm down and just stay out of this, you little shit. They're dead. Whatever chance they had of living, it's gone now. It's gone. Excuse me? What, you got corn in your ears or something? He's gonna die. The only thing he can do is wish his death is quick and painless. It's the best he can do. But I think it's gone because of this. It's gone. G-O-N, gone. Rhesus. Yes, actually. Why did you go and repeat what you said? If you want to die, yeah. I said, stay out of this. You little shit. I'm so glad I bought this game. Celeste? Yes? I'm sorry for losing my temper back there. I didn't mean to drag you into this. It's okay. Our emotions get the better of us sometimes. Celeste? Yes? I think you might have overdone it a bit. Nah. Celeste? Yes? I don't think he's breathing. Come on, just give him a second. You suddenly hear the very bruised and broken form of Gavin sputtering and wheezing on the ground. It looks like he's finally regained consciousness. See, he's perfectly fine. He's 16, bro. You're fine. Be your best girl. You are at her mercy. You little big planet. White is staring wide-eyed at Celeste. From the shaking of his legs, it looks like he wants to run away, but he's too frozen to move by fear to move. Even if he ran, it's not like he can run fast. He's fat. Don't bother running. Even with a head start, I can easily catch up to you. I like how she says this with a nice smile. Anyways, these two are probably Justin's former delinquent friends, right? Are you okay talking to them? Yes, of course. With your emotions in such disarray, you completely forgot why you came here in the first place. Would you two happen to know the young man who died at the refinery yesterday? These guys are after Justin, but he's already dead. And so is the legendary hero. So what? After Justin, was there someone with a grudge against him? Wyatt clearly thinks you were sent on someone's behalf. It wouldn't hurt to play the part to get more info out of him. We're not here to hurt you. I'm not... Okay, fine. Okay. We're not here to hurt you anymore. Unless provoked. We're just here to ask you a few questions about Justin. Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you want. Alright, you two talk. I'll work on popping Gavin's shoulders back into place. Damn. It's a little disturbing how nonchalantly she says things like that. Justin was always too big for his britches. I'm sorry. Did you say bitches? He gets some cushy job at the refinery and suddenly he's too good to hang with us. Well, look where that got him. One word from the eye taker and he comes crawling back to the life. He's dead, I guess. Hey man, do I know you? You look kind of familiar. No, you must be mistaken. Huh, alright. You have to keep the past buried, especially from someone like him. Man, I guess there's all kinds of people in the criminal world. I never knew someone like her was involved with them. Oh no, you're gonna see that in your nightmares now. What was that? Nothing, ma'am. How do you feel about the Dracogen Trading Company? They're just another group of rich dudes. Sure, they talk about making the city better for us common folk, but I'm sure they're no better than Lloyd. Several weeds and plant life has grown since you last left here, and since you were last here. Doesn't look like anyone has taken care of the yard for the last few years. But you suppose that's more your fault than anyone else's. The view of the sea is just as you remember it. It's probably one of the few things that hasn't changed since you left Oranax. Returning to this house has brought back several memories that you have complicated feelings for. These feelings are even more confounded by the blatant vandalism committed by Gavin and Watt. Honestly, you'd rather leave this place as soon as possible. What can you tell me about Justin Way? According to a few witnesses we spoke, you used to be friends. Friends is kinda pushing it. We used to hang back in the day, but we don't no more. It was weird when he started talking to us again. I thought he left for good. But he started talking to you again. Why? He just needed some of the old gear that he left at the house. Old gear? What kind of old gear? You know, his thieves' tools. All the tools you need for lock picking and safe cracking. Tools for lock picking and safe cracking? Why would Justin need those? Oops, wrong one. Why would Justin need lock picking and safe cracking tools for? Well, we needed to get the gold that he owed your boss. Oh, he did. So he owed gold to someone. Word has it he was working for the merchant that owns the refinery. I guess the owner trusted him a lot. Justin said he had a way to get access to the safe in the guy's office. Justin was always a whiz when it came to breaking and entering. He even had tools that could crack magical locks. Getting the gold out of that safe would have been an easy score for him. Wait, Justin was planning to rob Dracogen? White apparently thinks you were sent on someone else's behalf. And from what he said so far, Justin owed a non-trivial amount of gold to this person. If this person was some kind of criminal, would they have been the one who sabotaged the guardrail? Did Justin tell you who he owed his debt to? Nah man, he didn't say nothing. They might whack me if I tell them too much. So he does know. There's no point in playing dumb. Tell us what you know. Did he give you a name? Answer the question. Is she like still pissed from just now? I thought she was like relocating the guy's shoulder. The Eye Taker! He owed the gold to the Eye Taker! The Eye Taker? Dang, you know what he looks like? Okay. The Eye Taker? That must be some kind of criminal nickname. Why does that sound so familiar though? Either way, you need to find out who this Eye Taker is. Might be best to ask someone. Well, not this guy? Okay. Guess not. Okay. Hey, Tyrion? Yeah? Back at the house. What was that all about? I'd never seen you get that angry before. And you said it was your house. Yeah, it was my house. It was? Ever since we arrived in the city, you haven't been yourself. If you want to talk about it, I'm fine. And I don't want to talk about it. You're not fine. I can see it on your face. Please, just talk to me. It's none of your business. That came out a lot louder than you wanted it to. Celeste, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Without a word, she quickly walks ahead of you. Oh. Okay. We should find out who the Eye Taker is. Maybe someone that we've already talked to knows who they are? Right. Yeesh. Morrison, do you know about the criminal named the Eye Taker? The Eye Taker? Where did you hear that name? So you do know about them? I do. I learned to keep my distance from him over the years. The Eye Taker is the criminal kingpin in this region. Every large criminal undertaking in this region happens under his watch. He's that big of a deal? Of course he is. More importantly, how did you hear about him? From what I heard, Justin Way owed a huge debt. Justin owed him? I knew he used to run around with a bunch of rogues, but I never imagined. By the Scaled Lord, the Eye Taker might be involved. Justin's death. Okay. Do you think someone like him would do something like that? Well, if you get on his bad side, let's just say he reminds you why he has that name. So, you know who the Eye Taker is now. Definitely adds another angle to the case. But there are still elements of this that don't make sense. You need to take some time to work through it all. But you should go talk to Dracogen first. He'll want to see everything you found. Thanks, bro. Hello, Mr. Cuthbert. I trust you're doing well. I forgot what he sounds like. But yeah, for the most part. We spent some time looking around into the accident and the people who knew Justin. I think there might be more to this case than meets the Eye Taker. Oh? He spent some time explaining your findings to Dracogen. He seems troubled when you explain the traces of transmutation you found on the guardrail. He's even more taken aback when you mentioned Justin's supposed plan to rob him. This is quite a lot to take in. Are you missing any valuables in your safe right now? No, actually, but what is it? After the accident, I did a careful inspection of the building. When I checked my office, I noticed that the lock on my safe was disengaged. The safe was opened, but you said there wasn't anything missing. That's right. When I saw that safe open like that, I was already worried I've been robbed. But I double-checked the contents. Everything was accounted for. Because of that, I just assumed I'd forgotten to lock it. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's just a coincidence? I might believe that, if it weren't for where my office is located. What do you mean? The walkway that Justin fell from leads to my office. There's a window that overlooks the refinery. That would explain why Justin was there in the first place. I don't want to suspect one of my employees, especially one that isn't alive, to defend himself from such accusations. But it all just fits too perfectly together, except for one thing. Why wasn't anything stolen? Well, regardless, I think you have a good case. So, does that mean you'll represent me? After what I discovered, I won't just stand by and let Lloyd have his way. Well spoken. I'm glad to have you on my side, Celeste. Mr. Cuthbert. Anyways, regardless of why, someone clearly magically tampered with the site on the accident. I doubt the court will find you at fault for what happened. Although, something's wrong. Civil cases are a lot less strict than criminal cases. If we present evidence suggesting foul play using magic, they'll treat this exactly like our other cases. Yeah, they might stall this trial until they find out what exactly happened. I'm sorry. No, Tyrion's sorry. That little bitch. From this accident, all we have to go on is witness accounts. Finding I don't know who said that, whatever. Finding concrete evidence of what happened could very well be impossible. But the idea of hunting down the mage responsible sounds very tempting. Sounds like you have your work cut out for you. I just hope things turn out okay in the end. And with Lloyd on the other side of this, who knows what might happen. It'd be best to keep your wits about you. I can't believe this. I have more important things to do than resolve your petty squabbles for you. Yes. The missing ship of your betrothed. I knew it! Okay. Listen, the sooner you help me resolve this mess with Dracogen, the sooner you can return to being the princess lapdog. Ooh. That is to say, once I'm not preoccupied with this case, Lloyd can provide the resources that you and the Inquisition need. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? Well, at least this case should be relatively straightforward. I know about that. Oh no, it's not gonna be straightforward, no. Nope. Court is now in session for the trial of Stephanic Dracogen. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I thought you only dealt with magical trial cases? Yeah, maybe it's because your betrothed is involved. The defense is also ready. Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, please list the charges. The defendant is charged with criminal negligence in the death of Justin Way. I will not let you have your way. The death occurred at the Oranax Arcane refinery last night. Mr. Way was an employee of the Dracogen Trading Company, a company owned by the defendant. During work hours, the victim accidentally broke a poorly maintained safety rail and fell into a vat of corrosive chemicals. Attempts to save his life failed, and his body almost fully dissolved. I see. What a gruesome end. The defendant displayed clear negligence in maintaining the refinery's facilities. As such, the responsibilities for Mr. Way's death fall squarely on his shoulders. To begin, the prosecution would like to call Noah Morrison to the stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. Yes, the name's Noah Morrison. I'm the harbour master of Oranax Harbour. It's my understanding that you witnessed the accident that night. Am I correct? I did. Could you please testify to the court about what you witnessed? I was showing a visitor around town, and for some reason he really wanted to see the Oranax Arcane refinery. He was inspecting the machines there when suddenly Rika ran up to us. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was just too much noise. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway overlooking the refinery. That's where we saw someone fall into that accursed vat. There was a guardrail that should have prevented him from falling, but he broke through it as he fell. So there was a safety rail that should have protected the victim. Yes, however, upon closer inspection, the city guard found the rails were extremely rusted. They were clearly poorly maintained by the company. I see, and this negligence is the basis of the prosecution's charges. Are you going to present the traces of transmutation we found? I can't feel like there's something in Morrison's testimony that doesn't add up. Right now, those traces are the only defense we have against Lloyd's accusations. It's not a piece that I want to use just yet. I want to use that piece. Who knows how the judge will react? Not much has changed with Morrison's testimony. However, he collected a lot more evidence since you last spoke to him. Is there anything you found that contradicts his testimony? There was a patron you mentioned before. Am I right, Morrison? Aye. Seems like you know. I wonder who it is. Master seemed keen on keeping his identity hidden. It would probably be best to leave it at that. Aside from being a mage, he hasn't given you much reason to suspect him. For now. Are you referring to Rika Tudor, owner of the local cafe? Aye. For whatever reason, she was also there and witnessed the accident. Yes, we are well aware of that. Well, her testimony was a lot less detailed than Morrison and Astor's testimony. She was probably more focused on saving Justin than taking in her surroundings. But are there any points where her testimony doesn't add up with Morrison's? Maybe. And this noise came from the machines in the refinery, I assume. Those machines were loud as hell. I could barely hear myself think in that noise. There's no way I could hear. How is it that loud? How do people work there? And if I worked there, I would have been deaf in like 2 days. Okay, whatever. You mentioned you saw someone fall into the vat. Did you not recognize the person? Well, I didn't know the lad personally, and it was pretty far away. I couldn't get a good look at the person. Maybe you should keep a pin on that detail. Anyways, could you go into more detail about the moments you witnessed the accident? Of course. What do you want to know about? Oh no! More options? What happened to the guardrail before Justin fell? Well, I saw him lean on it. It should have prevented him from falling off the walkway. But the rail just broke the instant he put his weight on it. That's how he fell. I see. Could you please include the detail? Yeah. If you think that'll help. What was Maurice, yeah, what did she do? Told you. She was the one who pointed at the walkway. Okay. So Rika was the one who brought your attention to the walkway. Yeah, if it weren't for her, we wouldn't have seen Justin fall. I see. Not much has changed about Morrison's accounts of events. With the new evidence you collected, however, there might be a detail that doesn't match with his testimony. You just need to re-examine everything you learned.
Objection!
Ooh, wait. Nani? I'll never do that again. Witness, you said that you saw the witness fall into the vat. Did this happen before, during, or after Rika tried to get your attention? It was definitely after. If it weren't for the commotion she made, I wouldn't have looked up in the first place. It's just as you thought, but what does this mean? Morrison, I spoke with Rika about what she saw. She said she saw Justin fall off the walkway and then rushed to you for your help. Aye, that seems just about right. No, Morrison, it doesn't. What? If Rika saw Justin fall before she went to get help, then how did you see him fall after she came to you for help? What? Morrison, Rika came to you for help. This was in reaction to seeing Justin fall off the walkway. If that's true, how could you possibly see Justin fall off the walkway again afterwards? I had no idea. Mr. Cuthbert, you're disputing the witness's testimony over a minor detail. It's entirely possible that Mr. Morrison or Miss Tudor simply misremembered. Desk slam! I highly doubt that Morrison misremembered the order of what happened. His testimony matches up exactly with the testimony of his companion. Then Miss Tudor must be the one who's mistaken. I'm compelled to agree with Steelwind. These conflicting accounts seem extremely minor. The prosecution's case is based on the broken guardrail, and only three individuals witnessed Justin Way break said guardrail. The defense asserts these three witnesses The defense asserts that these three witness accounts must be consistent with each other. Otherwise, this evidence is not strong enough to find my client liable. Please, the break in the guardrail is directly over the vat. That is enough physical evidence. It proves that the victim fell in because the guard railing broke. How do we know the guardrail wasn't broken by some other event? That's preposterous! You're clearly just playing devil's advocate. Yes. I'll admit that I also find the defense's assertion dubious. However, I see no harm in allowing Miss Tudor to testify what she saw. Rika saw a lot less than Morrison and Astor did, and her testimony was a lot less detailed. The one detail she did remember was that she saw Justin fall off the walkway. Hopefully her testimony might clear up what happened. Bailiff, please escort Miss Tudor to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. This is probably Rika's first time testifying in the courtroom. You hope she'll be okay. Oh no, no. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Not a good start. Nope, it's gone. Nope. She's screwed. Oh dear God, no. I am Rika Tudor, Dark Lord of Oranax, Archmage of the Cadmium Flames and business proprietor of Sweet Confections. I see. I was not aware we were in the presence of such a renowned individual. No. It's not the content that's making you awe, that's putting you in awe. It's her presentation. There's a difference. Wait, does he actually believe her? Desk slam. Your Honor, she is the owner of a local cafe in Oranax. But isn't she also a high archmage? I am. No, she really isn't. Tyrion, you're ruining my flow. Yeah, stop ruining her flow, Tyrion. You would say that your flow is the most disrupted right now. Anyways, Miss Tudor, you were at the Oranax refinery on the night of the accident, and you witnessed the moment that the victim fell off the walkway, correct? Yes, that's right. According to your statement, you ran up to Morrison after you saw Justin fall off the walkway. The problem is, there's a contradiction between both of your statements. There's a contradiction? Morrison testified that he didn't see the victim fall until after you approached him. That wouldn't make sense though. You saw the victim fall off the walkway before you ran up to Morrison. Morrison couldn't have possibly seen the victim fall after that. She looks like she's scared. Oh, I think I see what happened. You do? I think you misunderstood. I think you're misunderstanding what I said before. I misunderstood you? If that's true, could you please testify to the court exactly what happened? Please include every detail you can remember. Sure. I was at the refinery when I heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform. I didn't know how to get to the walkway from there, so I looked for help on the grounds and found Mr. Morrison. Ah, so Justin weighs the sussy baka. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming. He had his hands on the rail, so I'm assuming that he used his hands to make the magic, which made the guardrails weak. You must have seen Justin lose his grip on the off the ledge and fall into the vat after that. So the victim didn't immediately fall into the vat. He was hanging onto the edge of the walkway. That would explain how Morrison saw the victim fall into the vat after Tudor saw him fall off the walkway. Wait, what? Oh. Why did Steven just, stay silent? In any case, Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination. What kind of sound did you hear? I'm not quite sure. If I had to guess, I'd say it sounded like the sound of metal hitting metal. Metal hitting metal? Like a pipe hitting a pipe or a sword hitting a sword? Actually, are those two sounds different even? The refinery walkway is made of metal, so maybe the sound she heard was something metallic colliding with the walkway. Did something shake the walkway and make Justin lose his balance? So this is the moment that you saw Justin fall off the walkway. Yeah. And you said he fell over the guardrail. I did, but I'm not sure how it happened. I think something caused him to lose his balance. tumbled over the guardrail and fell right off the walkway. Interesting. But that still doesn't explain why Morrison saw him fall after you ran to him for help. Well, I did see Justin fall from the walkway. He was hanging onto the ledge of glory. Was there anyone around to help him back up? I didn't see anyone around, but I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was focusing on saving him before he fell. I assumed if anyone was nearby, they'd immediately try to stop him. And did you see another individual with him? Yeah, I did. I tried to explain to him and his friend what was going on, but they couldn't hear me over the machines. Okay. Did you also see this moment? No, I didn't. I was busy trying to talk to Mr. Morrison. I didn't see it. I didn't even know what happened until they shut down the machines. If only Rika's seen the moment that Justin fell off too. You could have been able to compare her statement with the ones that you've gotten from Morrison and Aster. You'll just need to focus on the other parts of her testimony. Rika's testimony is a bit different from the statement that she gave us earlier. Looking back on it, I should have asked her for more details. Oh wait, it's Tyrion talking. I was so focused on matching details from Morrison and Aster, I didn't probe her further. But now we have a full testimony on what she saw happen. You could compare it with what Morrison and Aster saw. Objection! Wait, was that for real? Over? She said over, didn't she? Rika, you said the victims tumbled over the guardrail? As in, he was thrown over? Yeah, that's right. What? Did you see the moment that the guardrail broke? No, I didn't. I already told you that, didn't I? But you did see the moment that Justin fell off the walkway. And in that moment, did you see Justin break the guardrail? No, like I said, I didn't see the moment the guardrail broke. Hey, come on. We're all on the same side here, I think. I hope. Desk slam. But that's the thing, Rika. According to Morrison, Justin Wade broke the guardrail as he fell into the van. More specifically, he said that Justin was standing on the walkway when this happened. What? Desk slam! According to the prosecution, Justin Wade leaned onto the faulty guardrail and broke it, falling into the vat. But that's not what you saw, was it, Rika? No, I saw him tumble over. I'm afraid I don't see the importance of this, Mr. Cuthbert. I know that wide-eyed expression tells me otherwise. Or maybe you're just afraid, period. Of my big dick energy. Tyrion's big dick energy. Are you accusing the witness of perjury? That's definitely something going on here, but what? Rika's a mage, and you don't want to suspect her. But you need to consider every possibility. What is happening here? They're both telling the truth. Man, this is giving me Avatar The Last Airbender Bossing Say vibes. They're both telling the truth, you guess. But how does that make sense? Yep, murder. Okay, think through this. If you were to assume that Rika and Morrison are telling the truth, you need to remember the exact order of events. First, Rika saw Justin go up the walkway. Okay, I ain't reading that again, man. Justin was able to grab onto the walkway ledge. Then, that's when when Rika went to look for help. That's when she ran into Morrison and Aster. Okay. And then there's Aster's accounts. Yeah, something about not seeing the face. Aster and Morrison couldn't see Justin's face. The one detail in their testimonies never sat right with you. You? What do you mean, you? Oh, okay, you mean okay. But you dismissed your suspicions. They found Justin's body in the vat after all. You know for a fact that he fell into the vat. But you never considered one other possibility. Another person? Is that really possible? But it's the only thing that makes sense. It would also explain how Rika, Morrison, and Aster all saw someone fall off the walkway in different times. But then, who's the second person? You don't have a choice. Even if you don't know all the facts, there's only one conclusion you can draw. I think you had quite enough time to deliberate, Mr. Cuthbert, but do not rush success. Okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. It was built in 83, in like, I don't know, 100 years, I think. So give me 100 years to think about this. Are you accusing the witness or not? Desk slam. I am not accusing the witness of perjury, Your Honor. Both of them appear to contradict each other, but they are both telling the truth. Then please enlighten us, Mr. Cuthbert. Cane slam. How could both of their testimonies possibly be true? Well, I think there's only one possible explanation. Both Miss Tudor and Mr. Morrison saw someone fall off the walkway. But the person that Mr. Tudor saw and the person Mr. Morrison saw were two completely different people. Are you serious, Mr. Cuthbert? Do you honestly think some random person fell into a vat moments after Justin Wayne fell in? It's the only conclusion that makes sense. Miss Tudor knew the victim and recognized him. That's how she was able to confirm that it was him that fell into the vat. However, Mr. Morrison and his companion did not know the victim personally. They could barely make out his features. They only assumed it was him after learning he fell in. Please. It's far more likely that Miss Tudor was simply mistaken about what she saw. Do not cast a spell on me, please. I'm innocent. What? No! I'm sure I saw Justin tumble over the guardrail. And let's not forget Miss Tudor's allegiances. As beneficiary of the Dracogen Trading Company, she has every reason to confound this case to the defendant's favor. That's not... That's enough. This is a civil case, Mr. Cuthbert, not some murder mystery for you to throw wild theories towards. They're not wild theories. They're game theories. Looks like you don't have a choice. You're going to have to use a trump card. You have one piece of evidence that implies this was an accident. The food delivery! Oh, okay, it's not the eye taker either. Okay. Are you sure about that, Your Honor? What? Justin Way's death was reported as an unfortunate accident. As a result, The city guard put minimal resources into their investigation. More specifically, there was no reason to call in the Arcane Inquisition. What are you talking about now? Why would the Inquisition be... No! Are you saying that? Yep, I'm saying exactly that. Unlike the Oranak City Guard, I have a mage capable of casting Detect Magic. My bodyguard, Celeste McCoy, scanned the crime scene for magical traces. And she found traces of transmutation magic on the broken guardrail. What is this? Is she like... Okay, whatever. Traces of magic were found at the crime scene, but that would make this a murder, a potential homicide. This is ridiculous. No, this is preposterous. King Slam, the accident took place within an arcane refinery. Those traces could have been from the purification process. Desk Slam, those traces were found only on the guardrails that Justin broke. We didn't find them anywhere else. Heh, looks like you actually gotta do work now. Sad to be you. We can't be certain of what happened, but it's clear that a mage used magic near the scene of the accident. Foul play may have been involved. So my theory of another person falling into that vat is entirely possible. My client is not at fault for the guardrail breaking. Considering this shocking revelation, there is much we do not know about Justin Way's death. With that said, I have no choice but to suspend the trial of Lloyd versus Dracogen. You had a feeling this would happen. Just like your other cases, the court won't pass a verdict unless a culprit is found. Or not found, apparently. I don't know, he kind of... The last one, he kind of just went like, I'm here! Reaching far across these new frontiers, you know. So, you know. The court will give the Arcane Inquisition time to investigate the scene and the supposed magical traces. We will resume the trial in 2 days' time. Court is adjourned. Well, at least we survived the first day. But it feels like we're back to square one. Well, we were on square zero just now. It wasn't even a murder mystery before this. Yeah. The Inquisition will get involved. They know that magic played a role in what happened. If you want them to dismiss the case against Dracogen, you're going to have to find out exactly what happened. If that's even possible. Hey, are you okay? You feel a headache coming on. Yeah, I'm just tired. Well, the day has been exhausting. It's pretty late. Should we head back to the inn and continue the investigation tomorrow? No. I want to take another look at the refinery before the Inquisition gets there. The throbbing pain in your skull seems to disagree with you doing that. Yeah, no. We're heading back to the inn. Fine. Really. Tyrion, I know you're anxious about the trial, but you need some rest. Celeste, it's fine. It's not. You're going to work yourself. Would you just stay out of my way? Again, your voice came out louder than you were meant for it to. Oh man, the one thing I didn't want to happen happened. Fine. Whatever. Do what you want. It's this damn city. Being back here is really getting to you. It's all the more reason to get through this trial as soon as possible. The soreness in your head doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Perhaps she's right. You'll be better off investigating the scene after some rest. Well, that's it for today's playthrough. Wow. They're really playing around with Tyrion and Celeste's relationship a bit. It's nice for the dynamic of the story. It's just not good for my heart, you know? Really seeing Beskar hurt like that, man. I mean, we know what happens if she's pissed off. She will dislocate your bones. But she doesn't do that to Tyrion because, you know, he's her friend. Man, I want to see more of Tyrion getting pissed off, honestly, but at the same time, we don't want her pissed off at Celeste. Come on. But yeah, I like the headache thing, but I wish they didn't like use the same effect for him getting mad. Like maybe make the screen go more red for him getting mad, but then when his headache, they make the screen shake a bit. Or dim, you know, like the vision fading or something, but I guess that's too much resources for an indie game. But yeah, I'm getting interested. So yeah, and apparently I just switched out my Intel GPU. I mean, I'm using a backup GTX 1650 until I upgrade to an AMD RX 6650 XT. Yeah, apparently Intel GPUs are not good for gaming. So don't use Intel GPUs for gaming. With that said, thank you for watching my playthrough of Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. If you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.